College Station, Texas, Jarrett Stidham threw for 268 yards and 3 touchdowns as number 16 Auburn pulled away in the second half and cruised to a 4,227 win over Texas A&M on Saturday. Kerryon Johnson added 145 yards rushing and a touchdown and provided a highlight reel play with a nifty one-handed catch for an 11-yard gain on third down in the fourth to keep the drive going. Eli Stove capped that possession with a 4-yard touchdown run that pushed the lead to 4,220 to put the game out of reach. Auburn 72-51 Southeastern Conference led by 8 at halftime and made it 2,813 when Stidham connected with Ryan Davis on a 4-yard touchdown reception early in the third quarter. The Aggies 54-33 were forced to punt on their next drive and Shane Tripica, who had a punt blocked for a touchdown in the first half, didn't get this one off cleanly either and it went just 16 yards to give Auburn good field position. Number 21 Mississippi State 34, UMass 23 Starkville, Miss. Former Richmond Hill High standout Nick Fitzgerald ran for 135 yards and 2 TDs to lead Mississippi State over UMass. Number 21 Mississippi State 72, CFP number 16 trailed 2013 at halftime, but scored 2 quick touchdowns in the third quarter to take a 2,720 advantage. UMass 27 pulled within 2,723 on a short field goal in the fourth quarter, but couldn't move the ball in the final minutes. It was a much closer than expected outcome for the Bulldogs, who were 31-point favorites coming into the game. Harris Williams added 114 yards rushing on 24 carries. Missouri 45, Florida 16 Columbia, Missouri. Missouri's second-half surge continued. So did Florida's second-half slide. The Tigers beat the Gators for their third straight victory after a 15 start. Florida, which fired coach Jim McElwain last Sunday, has lost 4 straight and has been outscored 8,723 in the last 2 weeks. Missouri 45-14 Southeastern Conference took control of the game with a 14-play, 98-yard touchdown drive that spanned the first and second quarters. The key play was a 36-yard Drew Lock pass to Emmanuel Hall on first and 25. Larry Roundtree capped the drive with a 2-yard touchdown run, giving the Tigers a 140 lead. Vanderbilt 31, Western Kentucky 17 Nashville, Tennessee. Kyle Shoremore hit Trent Sherfield on a 4-yard scoring pass on Vanderbilt's opening drive and the Commodores never trailed in a win over Western Kentucky. Shoremore passed for 2 touchdowns and the Commodores 45 rushed for 2 more, including Sherfield's 45-yard run with 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Vanderbilt 45 scored 14 points in the first quarter for the third time this season. Their 147 lead marked the first time since the Kansas State win September 16 that the Commodores held a lead after the first quarter. Vanderbilt led 2,114 at halftime, their third halftime lead of the season. Mississippi 37, Kentucky 34 Lexington, Kentucky. Jordan Ta'amu threw a 7-yard touchdown pass to DK Metcalf with 5 seconds remaining, pushing Mississippi past Kentucky for a wild victory. Moments after replay review overturned the official's initial call that Ta'amu had fumbled the ball away to Kentucky, Metcalf pulled down the quarterback's throw in the left corner of the end zone and kept his feet in bounds to spark a huge celebration for the Rebels. Ta'amu threw for career highs of 382 yards and 4 TDs, including 2 to Metcalf, who had 83 yards on 5 catches. Arkansas 39, Coastal Carolina 38 Fayetteville. Cole Kelly scored on a 1-yard touchdown run with 155 remaining to help Arkansas rally for a second straight week. The Razorbacks 45 trailed 3,825 early in the fourth quarter but were boosted by an 88-yard touchdown run by T.J. Hammonds and Kelly's final scoring run. Hammonds accounted for 179 yards in the comeback win over the first-year FBS Chanticleers, scoring on the long run and a 60-yard pass in the first half.